Hi, and welcome to Gaining Vision. I'm Melanie. A couple videos ago, we were talking about managing stress. Stress is a silent killer. It's not easy, but we all deal with it every day. So I've got some tips and tricks I want to share with you to follow up on our last video. But before I get started, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share with your friends. So stress comes in many forms, and it can manifest itself physically, emotionally. It's that silent killer it talks about. But there are ways that we can manage it. First thing you need to do is stay positive. We know what's going to happen, we know we're going to encounter it, but if you stay as positive as you can, that'll help us set a good mindset to deal with it. We need to understand there's not going to be situations and circumstances that we can always control. But we can control how we deal with it. So in order to manage stress, we have to keep a calm demeanor about ourselves. We have to acknowledge that it's happening, and how we're going to react to it is going to be something that we have to also keep in mind. The best approach is to be assertive, not aggressive. So what I mean by that is you want to be assertive with your opinions and your beliefs and how you're feeling about the situation. When you get aggressive, you get angry, you get worked up, and your blood pressure goes up, and stress becomes that much more manifest. So if you're like, okay, I'm feeling a little bit anxious, I'm feeling a little bit of stress, a little bit of pressure, and you state how you're feeling, your opinion and your belief of why it's happening, that's okay. But if you get angry, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm stressed, and you start talking about it, how much you're stressing, you're going to stress yourself even more. So let's try and stay positive, be assertive, but not aggressive. There are many things that you need to learn to practice when it comes to relaxation. We talked about deep breathing before. I do that a lot. Meditation, visualization, and really finding what makes you calm. It's different for everybody. Some people practice yoga, some people go for long walks, some people go running. Exercise is a great form of relaxation, believe it or not, because it does get out the stress in a different form. For some people, it's just going to a quiet area to read a book, have a cup of tea, and just listen to some calming music or some sounds. Some people like the nature or the classical music. I remember going to a spa years ago and they had really nice relaxation music. And some people find that really helps them deal with stress. So relaxation is key and it's important. And you have to find out what's going to work best for you. There's so many apps out there as well as other programs on the internet, on TV. There's a lot of things that may help you. But sometimes you don't need any other stimuli to help you deal with stress because sometimes it can add to the pressure and cause more anxiety. So maybe it's just being surrounded by silence. And that's where the meditation and visualization comes in. Finding a place that's your happy place. For me, it's always on a beach where the tide is coming in. That, for me, is calming. Because hopefully it's going to be a nice tropical beach, and I love the sun, and having that sound of the water lapping up on the sand of the shore, to me, is very relaxing. For others, it might be the sound of rain falling, or the sounds of nature. Whatever it is that you find, that may help you calm with stress. Another really good way to manage your stress is to control the situations that you put yourself in. So if you know there's something that stresses you out, and perhaps it's a family situation that you know causes you extra stress, you have to limit the amount of time you expose yourself to those situations. Work stress, you also have to take in moderation. We can't always control those situations, as I mentioned, but we can control. So by taking those coffee breaks that we're entitled to, a lunch break, and doing something that's going to distract us from that stress of the situation. We all have deadlines. We all have to get things done in a timely manner. And we have people asking for things left, right, and center of us. But you have to control the stress that's coming towards you. So what I do on my lunch break is either I go for a walk, or I listen to my audiobook and I tune out anything that I'm dealing with work just for that hour, and I feel better. Sometimes people may want to just have a conversation with somebody on a totally different topic, or watch some funny YouTube videos that just make them laugh and de-stress. You have to make sure you get enough rest or sleep, because the body needs to rest and heal itself from stressful situations. So if you're only sleeping a couple hours at night, that's not allowing your body time enough to heal. It's amazing how much the body and mind are connected. And remember, I told you that stress can manifest in physical things. For me, it's seizures. But if I get enough rest and sleep, I feel better. Try and cut back on the amount of caffeine that you're putting into your body, whether it's coffee, teas, pop, chocolate, all those things sometimes we go to help us get through the day. But in fact, it's adding more pressure on our bodies and in our situation, because we're a little bit more anxious, and it's a stimuli. So it may cause us a little bit more anxiety or stress. So I'm not saying to cut it out altogether, because let's face it, I couldn't live without my coffee. But limit the amount that you're intaking. Also, you really want to focus on time management. I know it sounds crazy with stress, time management, but if you manage your time and allow so much time to do certain things each day, you're not going to feel rushed and you're not going to feel overwhelmed because you don't have enough hours in the day. So always make sure you have time in there for your family, for yourself, for that bath that you may enjoy, or for that exercise or relaxation techniques that you need to practice. You also want to ensure that you're getting time to work on things you love, hobbies, spending time with your family, with the kids, playing some board games, perhaps just having a good dinner with everybody. Making time for those things that you enjoy is important. And you want to be social. Social situations and people help us cope with stress. So for me, I love Toastmasters, and I have a great social network of people at my Toastmasters club. So each week I allow that time to be with them, because that's what helps me keep mindful and stress-free. So these techniques and tips help us keep stress managed. It's not going to make it go away, because like we mentioned, stress is always going to be our lives. But it's how we manage it and time that we use for ourselves. There are lots of other stress management techniques that you can definitely research for yourself. And there's no cookie cutter way that's going to work for everybody. So you need to realize and practice what's going to work for you. Stress can kill, so please be mindful of it. Take the time, take it seriously, and do those relaxation techniques to help you get through the times. With COVID-19, there's that silent stress that we're feeling because we don't know what's going to happen next. But keeping positive and keeping in touch with people and keeping knowledgeable about what's going on and how we can best help ourselves is going to help diminish that stress. So practice are the keys for stress management, and ensure, most importantly, that you are in control of what you want. If you're limiting the amount of stress in your life, you're in control, and you're going to feel that much better. Making sure that you exercise, or sleep, or rest, or do things that you love. Stay positive and keep a smile on your face. Because you know what? Life is too short to stress. We all have one life to live. Let's make it our best one possible. Until next time, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share, and thanks for joining me. I'm Melanie at Gaining Vision.